Hello, welcome back to my channel. My name is Sierra, and today we are going to be working on the letter K. I'm going to do this one the same, only different. Um, so we're working backwards. So the flowers and stuff that I put on are going to be face down. What I want to do different is I still want to uh, put this in towards the end, and then I want to put some back it in black. If that makes any sense. So what I have is this beautiful mold. I can see there's some spots in there. I don't know if it's water spots. I have a baby wipe. Let me put some isopropyl alcohol. And I want to get those spots out because that is the front of the mold. I don't know if that's the mold or if it's water spots. Because I do measure using water. And I don't know, we may have to top coat it. We'll find out because that doesn't look like it's coming off. So when you're working with epoxy resin and flowers, you want to make sure that the flowers you're using are dried flowers or artificial flowers. You do not want to use fresh flowers in your resin. It will go bad and it won't look nice. So like if you want to preserve like a wedding bouquet or something of that nature, you want to first dry the flowers out. I'm in the process of learning how to do that myself. In the meantime, I will have the flowers that I'm using and everything that I'm using linked, if I can find it, linked in the description box. So what I have here, I have some flowers and some greenery here. I also have these little, I don't know what they're called, but I like using these. You just got to be careful when using these because if they break apart when you're putting it in, you want to get the fluff out because it will make it look pretty bad. I have these little roses. I have these roses. I have some pink roses. I have some pearls with no holes. I think they're 10 millimeter. I have these little, to me it looks like Fruity Pebble cereal, but they're just little flowers. I will be zooming you guys in a little bit when we get going. I have these. They add a little sparkle. And putting these in resin, they keep the sparkle. These I get them from Michael's. They're called gemstones. From, I think it's a Recollections brand. Yes, it is. It's from Michael's. And then I have these in two different sizes. They are just metal or metallic looking, metal looking. And these also keep their sparkle and bling in resin. If you try to put anything like a rhinestone or anything in resin, it loses its sparkle. And I'm going to put some lights on this. This is for my niece. She's been asking me to do this for a while now, so today is the day. I see I do have something in there. I got some tape here. I'm just going to pull that out like that. Let's see if this tape will work on those spots. Let's see. Actually, it did. Let's see if I can get. Okay, I'm going to get another piece of tape because for some reason this tape is getting those spots out. That is the wildest thing. I store my molds in Ziploc baggies. And I don't store molds like this will be in a baggie by itself. Okay, so we got that. I'm not going to add any sparkle or anything because we're going to need enough sparkle at the end. What I have here is I have 3 ounces of resin that I mixed up. I'm using Bond Crafter epoxy resin. I'm going to put a little bit in this paper cup just in case I have to dip. Like I know I have to dip those, but I don't know if I'm going to use that in this level. So we are going to be working in what am I trying to say? Layers. I'm not going to do this all in one layer. So I'm going to pour this in. I know this mold holds about 14 ounces of resin. And we're just going to put a little bit down just to cover Just let me get my little mixer here. I did not run my, or did not put my resin in my vacuum chamber, but I did heat up part A in a warm water bath. I want to use this cup again. Try to use my cups more than once, but I will be cleaning this cup out to use in the next pour. Let me just clean off my mixing stick. I want to drip it in my lap. Okay, I just put some isopropyl alcohol in this cup. I'm going to spritz a little bit in here just to pop those bubbles. I'm going to let the alcohol dissipate a little bit before I start adding these flowers in. I don't know what they're dyed with. Okay, let's see. I know these come later. So I'm going to start with, if you noticed, I'm going with the pinks and the blues and the reds. So let me get this one. Let me get some scissors. Okay, I got some scissors. I don't know if I want to cut this or not. I also have some, I don't know if I showed these butterflies. They're just stickers. I got them from the dollar store. Don't know if I'm going to use them. But if I do, I'll let you know. Okay, this is working backwards. So this is the back of the flower. So this goes in like this. I think I'm going to cut this. Yeah. Just going to go right. Watch it fall apart. Like it did. Okay, that's good. Okay, we're going to go this way. Like this. Okay. And this one we're going to put down here. Did I do it right or did it go backwards? Okay. I am like all thumbs right now. Okay, let's pick this one up. I'm going to put this one here. And this one here. Try not to touch my mold. That's why I got these silicone tools. So I can poke the flowers down in. Okay, I do want this one. Again, I'm going to cut it. She didn't tell me what kind of flowers she wanted. Usually when I do these, I like to decide what I'm going to use because if you start trying to let the person that you're doing this for, let them say, oh, I want this or I want that. I have a harder time working like that. It's easier for me to be creative in my own way. So we got those, and I'm just going to lightly tap it down. I don't want these flowers sitting on the mold. It shouldn't. So, yeah, we're just going to do that. Like I said, we're going to be working in layers. There we go. So, okay, let's get these down. My granddaughters are in school right now. They'll be home in a little bit. And we're cleaning out our basement. We got a lot of boxes and stuff in our basement. My husband does a lot of buying and selling on eBay. So we have a lot of boxes um, down in the basement. My husband, like I said, I was saying, my husband, he buys and sells a lot of drums and stuff like that on eBay. And I'll just say he collects boxes for some reason. And he has like what he calls his music studio. We have a we have a 3-story house, not including the basement. Basement, if we include the basement, it's 4 stories. And my oldest granddaughter, she has her bedroom on the 3rd floor, and um, my 2 youngest granddaughters, they're sharing a room with their mother, and one of the younger ones will sleep with their sister in her room. It's not good long term. So, what we want to do is we're cleaning out the basement so that my husband, he's going to take his drums. He's got electric drum set. He's got computers and all that. He's going to go and put his music studio in the basement. It's a partially finished basement. And then that's where I keep a lot of my resins and molds and stuff like that. I keep them in, I have a spot down there where I keep it out of the direct sunlight. And so I have a lot of my storage down there because I was using my spare bedroom as for my storage. But anyway, that's where my daughter's at. So we decided we were going to take the 3rd floor and we were going to convert that because it's got a lot of room up there for extra beds and stuff like that. So we're going to convert that for our granddaughters to give them a little bit more permanent room, put 2 twin beds up there. A lot of room up there. I don't know if I'm going to do that. I'm going to put some little flowers in. Anyway, so we got to get rid of a lot of these boxes. We got to get rid of a lot of it. And so we had our granddaughters down down helping us. And I'm not handing them like anything moldy or janky down there, but you would think that I had these girls clearing out Chernobyl. The way they were, it was hilarious watching these girls down there. And we were laughing, but we got a lot of it done. It's going to take us the better part of a month longer to get this completely finished the way we want it. And it's just funny watching them. So I'm just putting some of these little metallic ones in, like so, and I'm putting them shiny or sparkly side. What will be the sparkle side? Down. Like I said, these really hold the sparkle. So, yeah, I'll probably have to do more in these are so light. Do more in the heavier flowers in the next layer. So those will sink. So I got that. I got some of those. Let's get some of these little flowers in there. I'm trying to put light stuff in so that it doesn't sink all the way down inside the mold. Let me clear these off. I have these 2. I haven't done anything with them. Let me just pour this in there. So let me get some of these. Let's do this. There we go. So, yep. So this is something that my niece has been wanting for a while. I'm glad I can finally get to it. So I'm going to probably put you on a time lapse if I haven't already and get these in there, and then I will be back for the next step. Okay, I am back. This has cured up a lot. I've let it go longer than I normally do. I usually come back within a couple hours. It's been several hours, but we're just at the point where if I was to let it go any longer, you would actually see cure lines. I have 4 ounces of resin porta mixed. I'm going to dump about an ounce or so in this paper cup. I'm going to need it for some of these other flowers. And I'm going to put this down right now. I'm going to pour this in. I just had dinner. I apologize in advance if one of my granddaughters come barging through. They don't really barge through. My door, I have a lot of stuff hanging on my doors. I guess a lot of crafters would relate. So that makes the doors sound heavy when it opens. So I apologize in advance for that. I also apologize in advance if you hear my air purifiers. I got 2 of those going in here. I'm going to clean off my stick and put some isopropyl alcohol in my cup so I can clean it out and reuse it. Got that. Let me spray some in here just to pop the bubbles. And let's see. I do want to put some more of these little flowers in here. So I'm going to lay this one like that. I'm going to cut this one. Oh, there's 2. Ooh, I'm glad I looked. I thought it felt kind of thick. I don't know if I want to cut it or if I want to pull some petals off. Let's do that. I like how that looks with these pulled. That actually looks pretty like that. Let's do this one right in the center, like so. We can put some of these there and there. My granddaughters we're getting, what am I trying to say? We're having fun with each other now that we're really getting used to each other, which is really good, real important. I want to use that one. It's real important. How far we've come in our relationship, because I hadn't seen them in a few years, and then they were here, and now we're getting to learn a lot about, like my husband and I are learning the different personalities of all 3 of our granddaughters, and they are all different, so different, and we're having a lot of fun with them. We're looking forward to getting that 3rd floor done for them. I want them to have their own space, because I grew up a lot. Growing up, my childhood was spent living with friends and family. So I know how important it is to have your own space. Very important. So I see a big bubble forming here. I'll get that out, knock that out, and get this down in there. Very good. Okay, I'll just use this napkin to wipe my stuff off on. Now I'm going to drop a couple pearls. Because I know they're not going to sink all the way to the bottom. Like so. Okay, so that's good. And I don't know if I want to go in with these. These seem like kind of thick. Let's see. I got some smaller ones here. Let me dunk that one in the resin. Let's put this one here. Make sure I don't have any fluff from any of these. I don't want it in my project. Yeah, when we were cleaning my outer basement, I found my son's dresser for when he was a little boy. So I have a dresser for them now. They're using a dresser that's in the guest room, but I want them to have their own. So they got that. I found my granddaughter, my oldest granddaughter, she had the room that my daughter's using right now was my granddaughter's room. Back when we first bought the house, she was our only grandchild at the time. And it's a nice twin bed that we have. I'm just getting the air bubbles out. A real nice twin bed, and it's a beautiful bed. Got that, found that down there, which is really good. So yeah, so now I just got to get one more twin bed for one of my granddaughters. I just want them to have their own beds. My middle granddaughter, she right now she sleeps on an air mattress. It's a nice air mattress though, but still an air mattress. I don't like the fact that she's laying on that, but it's better than the floor under the circumstances. Everybody is sacrificing somewhat. And the youngest granddaughter, she sleeps with my daughter in the bed. Like I said, my oldest granddaughter, my oldest granddaughter, she's the one that's got the most privacy in this house. You know, I mean, my husband and I, we go to escape and they follow us. And my oldest granddaughter, she's got her room, and nobody bothers her in there, which is good. Let me put some of these little flowers in there. So yeah, so we're all getting accustomed to each other. They've been here now 7 months. And I can say that right now, we're all doing really good. We're learning about each other's personalities, and you know, I think we're doing really good, all of us, which is so important. We have so many little personalities tossed in together. I don't want this layer to be too full. That one's cute. We'll just do, I don't know if I'm going to add the pink flowers. Put that one back there so you can see it. We'll do that right there. All right, let's see. Let's see. I see that's plain right there, but that's for a reason, because I don't want to fill these spaces up with too much. Yeah, I guess I can put a couple pink. Now these pink roses, they look really dull. Real like bleh, until you get them wet with the resin, and it's like they come to life. Because every time I go to use them, I'm like, I don't know if I want to use them. They're really dull. And then I'll stick them in some resin, and I'm like, oh, there it is. I mean, it just looks so pretty once you get them wet. It's like they come to life. Yeah, I think that's going to be it for this round. I want to put some of these in. Not the bright colors, but I want them to lay in there the right way. So I want the sparkle to face down. And like I said, these don't lose their sparkle. These keep their sparkle, which is so cool. But like, I guess I could use the blues, because I am using blue flowers. Oh, see, that sparkle's got to go down. So I'll probably stop here. Probably add a couple more. Probably just time lapse this, the rest of this, and then I will see you for the next step. Yeah, we'll do that. Okay, I'm gonna put this little butterfly in. I'm trying to think about where, because I want it to be seen. So move this flower. Yeah, let's move that there. We're just gonna set that right there like so. I should have put it in the resin first. Well, that's floating. Let me get that flower behind that butterfly, like this. There we go. There we go. That looks good. Okay, so I'll continue on and we'll go from there. So this is where we are. It's coming along really nice. There is a thunderstorm brewing outside, so hopefully I don't lose my power. I don't think I will. Resin is on its own clock, so I can't stop the process once it's going. I also want to take this time to welcome all of my new subscribers and thank you for taking the chance and subscribing to my channel. I also want to say hello and thank all of my returning subscribers for their continued support. It truly means a lot to me. I also want to give a shout out to Beverly. I will have her information on the screen. If you haven't checked her channel out, please do so. She is a sweetheart and we are trying to get her to 1,000 subscribers. If you do subscribe to her channel, let her know that I sent you, and I would really appreciate it. I think you guys would really enjoy watching her and getting to know her. So what I have here now, I have just over 3 ounces of resin here. It had been sitting here degassing. It degassed it beautifully. I'm gonna take my little stick out, set it off to the side. I have my lights here wrapped around a paintbrush. Those are going in soon. But I do want to put these in. So I'm going to pour the resin in. Yeah. The water test, when I tested this, and according to what I have written on the bag that I store this in, says just over 14 ounces. So I had 7, and this is just over 3. So it's 10. So I should be able to fit about 4 more ounces in here, which is good. I do want to have these flowers all covered. Let me get this stick back out. It is really storming out there. It's a Michigan storm. It's a winter slash spring storm. So it's finally starting to warm up out there too. We're under a fog advisory, which is typical this time of year because it's starting to warm up out there. So I'm going to spritz this with some isopropyl alcohol just to pop the bubbles. So what I want to do is I want to add some of this in there. These little things here. And I'm just going to drop that in there. I have a blue one here. Drop that like this. I might have to pull this off. It's all right. Let's see if I can get that in there. I'll squeeze it in there. Oh, there goes my other silicone tool. Just want to get that in there. Like so. Get this one sunk. Because the lights are going to go on this level here. That's where they're going to go. So I want to get the greenery and stuff in there. Let's get this little blue piece in there. So this goes this way. And I want to put this, I guess it don't matter how that goes on. Like so. Gonna sink that in there. These cause lots and lots of bubbles. That sounds like somebody on a motorcycle. I don't think so. It's too nasty out there, too cold, too wet. But people in Michigan, they don't care about that stuff. They just know they want to get out there, start having fun. It's a strange breed. Okay, I can see this one's going to be, what is that? Is that a flower under there? Yeah. Okay. Good, 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 good. I don't want too much greenery, maybe just this one here. Put this one up here, just like that. And that is it for this. And then I'm going to let this sit for about 45 minutes, and I'll come in and check it and see if it's ready for the lights. I don't want to let it sit too long because all this is curing now at the same time. I'm going to spritz it. It's all curing at the same time, so you want to stay vigilant at this stage. Might pull this out. No, I'll leave it there. It's just going to have more in there. Okay. So yeah, you don't want this to cure up completely. And because we have all this, it's adding to the depth, and the deeper the resin gets, even though it's partially cured, it's still one solid piece now, or one item here, one project of resin. So the deeper it gets, the faster it cures. So I'm going to check it in about a half hour and then go from there and keep checking it until I feel that I can put the lights in. Okay, I have this, been checking it. It's been about 45 minutes, maybe an hour. So I did something, I forgot to set the timer. And about 15 minutes passed and I set it. But anyway, if you take let me zoom you in. And you really have to watch it at this stage because it can go from this liquid to being too tough to put the lights on. So I'm going to touch right here. And you see how it's popped up a string right there. And it settles back down. That's where you want it. So what I have fairy lights. And I have it on a paintbrush. So I'm going to take them off the paintbrush. This way I have more control over these. And I'm going to stretch them out like so, to where it looks like that. And now I'm just going to take it on the table and I'm going to flatten them. Because I can't flatten them in the resin, because the resin is a liquid state. And I don't want them poking up over the resin. So I'm just flattening the spiral to the table like that. I just find that doing this hides the lights a lot better. So I want this to come out this side, up here a little bit. So let me think how I'm going to do this. Right there. I have my gloves on for a reason. So I don't want to stick my fingers in uncured resin. And I'm just going to stretch this as I go. Lay it flat. Like so. Hopefully my head don't get in the frame. Put that down like that. And this up. I got this now. We're going to push that down in there. And the resin itself should hold this down. Like so. And then once this, I'm going to let this cure up now. Pretty good. Because it's late, I'm tired. I usually would do the next step not long after this. But I let the day get away from me. As you can see, I'm pulling the resin. It's at the stage to where I'm pulling it up, but it's settling down again. It's not damaging it or anything like that. Just want to make sure that this is down in there. Like so. Okay. So now that I got this down, we're going to go in a few hours, early morning, and we're going to do this layer. And then we'll go from there. So I will be back in 1 second. Okay, this is where we're at. It's cured up a lot. It's been sitting most of the day. And I have 2 ounces of resin mixed up right there. Got a little spoon. Got my glitter. I just had a nice visit with my son, my grandson, and my daughter-in-law. I'm going to put, I don't know. Let's go 2 scoops. A scoop an ounce. Why not? Okay. I'm going to mix that in. I did not run my vacuum. I did not run my resin through a vacuum chamber or through my vacuum chamber. But I did heat up part A in a warm water bath. I think I'm going to go another scoop. Because this is the only sparkle we're going to have. There. It looks nice. Isn't that pretty? Okay. And now we pour. That looks good. Let me get my stick out here. Go in. Get all the rest of this resin in there. I'm going to let me spray this with some isopropyl alcohol. 99% isopropyl alcohol. I think these are bent as far down as they're going to bend, yeah. So I'm going to let that cure up. I don't know if I'm going to let it cure up all the way or probably just get to a gel state, and then I'll be back for the next step. Okay, I am back for the next step. This is almost cured. It's still a little tacky. What I am going to do is I have 3 ounces of Bond Crafter black epoxy resin. I'm thinking about adding some silver holographic glitter, just a little bit. I don't want to add too much. I just want a little bit of a pop in that. Not like that. Let's see what we got. Yeah, that'll be good. A little bit more. A little bit more. I love my glitters. I believe my husband bought this for me on Temu. He also got me this. I'll show you. He got me this on Temu. I told him I love this glitter. So I don't know where he found it. He was just shopping on Temu. Yeah, he likes shopping on there. I don't think I've really ever signed into Temu. My husband does all that for me. So get this off of that stick. So you see a lot of that silver. It's going to be pretty. So let me clean off my stick. Well, no, I'm just going to set it down, because I might need it again. And we're going to pour it in. That's going to be pretty. If I have to top it off, I will. I'm hoping that 3 was enough, because by my math, it should only be 2, considering how much I already put in here. It's only supposed to hold 14. Maybe it was a little over 14. Let's see if I can get my stick in there. And scrape it out. I might add another ounce off camera. Yeah, I'll probably do that because it looks like it could use a little bit more. And you want to make sure that you fill the mold as much as possible without going over, because if you don't, you'll end up with some sharp, the edges will be sharp. So I'm going to leave it there, and then I'm going to spritz it. Why not? With some isopropyl alcohol. But I am going to top it off a little bit more, and then I will see you for the demold. Okay, I am back. This is cured. We're going to get this out. I hope this turned out nice. I hope I didn't put that butterfly in upside down or backwards, because you got to keep in mind when you're working backwards the way things are supposed to go in there. Got a little over pour there, no big deal. I have my gloves on because it might still be curing and I don't want to leave fingerprints on it. So there is the mold. I apologize in advance if you can hear my granddaughter. She's downstairs doing cartwheels. But this is the back. And let's see. Ooh, oh wow, is that ever pretty? Isn't that pretty? I didn't put the butterfly in backwards. Oh, thank goodness. Oh, and that little flower is just perfect on there. Couple little micro bubbles, but that's not a big deal. Let's see. There are the lights. I like the black. Yeah. There's the cure lines. I don't see any in here. I got those really good. But you're going to see a line anyway here because of the different colors. It's not really a cure line. So yeah, I got that done really good. Let me turn off some lights so we can see what this looks like. So I'll be right back. I left a couple lights on. It just got too dark. So yeah, there it is. That turned out so cute. I really like that. Let's see what it looks like standing up. Did I do it right or did I not? No, it's right. That's what it looks like. Oh yeah. I'll get some pictures of it. And I'll turn the lights back on so we can see what it looks like with the lights on. And look at this. A little closer, you can see the pearls. And that one ended up upside down. But see how those little sparkly things, they hold a sparkle in the resin. That's what you're looking for. Because rhinestones don't hold a sparkle at all. But it turned out really cute. I might top coat this. I'm not sure if I want to do that. Or I might just leave well enough alone. But yeah, let me know what you think. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. If you have any questions, comments, or suggestions, please leave in the comment section down below. If you haven't subscribed, please consider subscribing. And to my subscribers, I truly appreciate you. Could not do this without you. You'll have a great day, and God bless. Bye.